Guys, Ethereum has broken down today. There was a massive dump last night that continued this morning, and Ethereum was not even able for a time to find support. We've seen some very, very low levels with Ethereum. But there is a lot of market manipulation in Ethereum and these cryptocurrencies that we are seeing. We saw a massive dip with Bitcoin. We've seen a massive dip with some altcoins. We're seeing Dogecoin break down. But there's also some great news for Ethereum this week. So you guys do not need to be afraid. You do not need to be scared because we saw a massive correction today. Because there is great things that are planned for Ethereum, and we are going to be discussing that. It is called the Berlin fork, and basically Ethereum is going to be going over a massive overhaul to the gas prices, to the Ethereum blockchain network. It's going to be cheaper, it's going to be more effective, and this is really going to skyrocket Ethereum. And that is why I have my huge price prediction for at least 20,000 by the end of the year for Ethereum. We're also going to be breaking down Ethereum on a technical chart, and we need to see and take a look at this price movement. We need to see what happened today, and we need to see where we are now headed. So make sure you stay tuned until the entire video, because I have some great and breaking news to share with you. And I also have some important information to share with you about the Ethereum price and our price targets. Now, there is a lot of theories that why cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum, dropped today. And let me know in the comments, why do you think Ethereum dropped? Why do you think we saw a massive correction? It wasn't that big of a correction. I wouldn't call it massive. But why do you think we saw a big correction today in the crypto market? Let us know. Let's talk about it in the comments below. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Miles. I have over 12 years of investment and trading experience. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I've made a lot of successes in the stock market and investing and trading cryptocurrencies. So if you are interested in cryptocurrencies and investing, make sure you subscribe, because you especially don't want to miss out on a single video. If you want to learn how to make money quickly and securely, make sure you subscribe, because my videos will help you do such things. And also check out the Patreon. It helps us support the channel. It's only $5, and I give you my private trade alerts each and every day. You get to see my $75,000 portfolio. And also check out the Discord. It is free. You can come chat with me and over 300 members. All right, so we have seen the fork on Elon Musk's page. We've seen him change his profile picture to the fork. He's talked about and mentioned a fork, but what is that? It is this. There's a update going to be taking place with Ethereum, and the developers of Ethereum are getting together this week on Friday, and they're going to discuss how they can implement these updates into Ethereum and do so quickly. So we are ramping into Ethereum 2.0, and it's most likely going to be taking place in March, Ethereum 2.0. But Ethereum 2.0 has certain phases. They're going to be phased in, and it's not just going to be immediately. And does that mean that Ethereum 2.0 is going to be a whole nother stock or a whole nother cryptocurrency you have to buy? No, Ethereum itself is going to be upgraded. So if you have Ethereum tokens, if you own ETH, they will not disappear. They will not decrease. But what basically is going to be happening with Ethereum 2.0 is that the gas prices, the transaction fees, the speed that it takes to go from one place to the other, all of those things are going to be significantly reduced, which will make it more feasible for businesses and for institutions who use ETH, who plan to use ETH, to make it more feasible for their business plan and their business model, and to choose ETH over another smart contract platform. That's what Ethereum is. It's a smart contract platform that decentralized finance platforms can be built upon it, and that other cryptocurrencies run through the Ethereum blockchain network. All right, so let's go ahead and read a little bit of this article that we are seeing here. And it says Ethereum 2.0 is set to undergo first hard fork upgrade. The first Ethereum 2.0 hard fork is aimed to be a general test before introducing deeper changes. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik published a plan on Monday for the first hard fork of the new Ethereum 2.0 beacon chain named HF1. The hard fork would allow the developers to introduce several key upgrades to recently launched Beacon Chain, which would also serve as a useful test for deeper changes in the future. So basically, they are trying to perfect the hard fork. They are trying to perfect the Ethereum 2.0 network so that it can be faster, it can be securely, but that it can run perfectly. Whenever creating a crypto platform, whenever creating a blockchain network, these developers have to make sure that there is no flaws, because if there is any flaws and those flaws are discovered, like we had rumors of a flaw in Bitcoin 2 months ago, if there is any flaws discovered in the Ethereum blockchain, all of the money will dissipate very, very quickly, and the value of Ethereum would also drastically dissipate to zero quickly because it would not be worth anything. People wouldn't trust it, and everyone, including retail investors and institutions, would pull their money out. But what we are hearing is that like I said, the Ethereum developers are coming together this Friday. There's going to be big news that we could possibly be hearing this week. There's also some news going to be coming about with Cardano and other platforms similar like Polkadot. But these Ethereum networks, these networks like these decentralized finance applications like Polkadot, like Cardano, they are going to be receiving news as well. So I would certainly be looking for a pump with Cardano, with Polkadot, with other altcoins, especially Ethereum this week. And if we hear some really good news about Ethereum this week, it could certainly bring us past all-time highs. All right, we have another article which enlivens further of what I've previously said. It says Ethereum core developers eye mid-April for the Berlin hard fork. So they plan on implementing this testing in mid-April for the hard fork. And when this does happen, when this starts to go live, when this news starts to come out, not only are we in a crypto bull run, not only is Ethereum in a bull run and going to continue to make massive heights each and every week, each and every month, but this type of news can certainly bring Ethereum to surpass Bitcoin, not in its market cap, but it can outperform Bitcoin. And that is what a lot of us investors are believing that could certainly happen this year, that Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin as far as gains wise, not as far as market cap, not as far as succeeding or overreaching the Bitcoin price by its base price. But what we are seeing, it says right here, Ethereum developers have scheduled the Berlin hard fork for April 14th at a certain block height, according to the Ethereum all developers meeting Friday. So we are going to be seeing developments with Ethereum. We are going to see these news come out with Ethereum, with Polkadot, with Cardano in the relative short term. But this is great news for us investors into Ethereum. We believe that Ethereum is going to be upgraded and it's going to allow more people to buy it. It's going to cause more people to want to buy it. It's going to cause more things to be built upon it. It's going to cause more cryptocurrencies to be used upon its network, which will skyrocket the Ethereum price. All right, so let's go ahead and break Ethereum down on a technical chart. And in my live stream last night, we charted Ethereum and we were discussing the possibilities for it. And we projected that Ethereum is going to continue to bounce off this level of support. But this morning, we saw a massive dip to the downside. Look at that. Look at how massive of a dip it went. It even touched $700 as a wick. I don't even know how that's possible. I honestly don't even understand that, but that is crazy. But we definitely went down. We broke below today into 1600. We broke below even further than that with the wick. But we did ultimately break out of this trend line. We broke out of our level of support, and it was hard for us to find support. We kept going down and down and down, and eventually we found support. Like in my live stream earlier today, we called out that this could be a possible reversal and that this could be a good sign for Ethereum, as we are sitting about 1750 right now. So I personally believe that this is a good sign in the relative short term that we could be seeing a reversal trend, a reversal in the trend, and that we could start moving back upwards after receiving a correction. However, I would be weary and I would not jump all in to buy this dip unless you were extremely long on it, unless you plan to hold on this thing for a long time. But we must understand that if we do not hold this area, we could break down to further levels of support. But we need to understand what are those levels of support. So we have a key level of support under here, about 1725. And then we have a level of support at 1715. But then ultimately we would have to come down and test 1539, which is a very key level of support. But this might not happen. We might have just received a correction, which a correction of the magnitude of 15%, which isn't crazy. It's a healthy correction. A 15% correction is certainly healthy, especially as we soared to all-time highs several times last week. I personally believe that we could most likely continue to the upside the next couple of days, or for a week, maybe even longer. We could consolidate in this range. A range being here to here, and we can consolidate and try to test our level of resistance at 1884. So we need to be careful, we need to be wary and pay attention to these prices, because if we can continue to the upside and create a strong reversal to the upside, that could signal for us by confirmation a purchasing and buying opportunity for the long term and for a long-term hold. So if we create a trend line with a chart, if you guys do that yourselves, you can create a trend line from one of these levels of support and draw it up and connect it so that it is right under our current level of support at about 1734. And you need to watch this price. If we can continue to bounce off of this, that will be a good sign that we are going to come back up and test our levels of resistance at 1959, at 2050, and that could be crucial. But we could also go up a little bit and break down out of this level of support and break down out of this key level of support, which means that we're going to have to come down and test other levels of support, which will bring us down even further. But it all also depends on Bitcoin. If we take a look at Bitcoin, we've seen also a reversal to the upside, a healthy correction. And I believe if we look at the correction, we can see how much it was. We saw a correction, potentially about 18%, but we didn't close down there. So we're looking at an 8 to 10% retracement, an 8.5% correction. And that is not a huge deal. But we need to keep our eye on Bitcoin. We need to keep our eye on Dogecoin as Dogecoin is continuing to break down again. Also, we have Cardano ADA, which is going up, which has also seen a reversal. We're at $1.07. There's other things that we need to take a look. Look, XLM. We're going to take a look at Luna. So we are seeing a reversal to the upside after a major correction, after a minor correction. But if we continue to look at the Ethereum US dollar, we need to be aware to see if we can hold our level of support, to see if we can continue. I personally believe, especially by looking at Bitcoin, by looking at all the other cryptocurrencies, as we are seeing a good recovery, that is a good sign, possibly a buying opportunity where you can buy at a dip, you can buy at a discount, because we are going to certainly 100% surpass the all-time high of 2058. However, I do not know how long this will take, but I can project that within 14 days, we will certainly most likely, based on what happens with news, what happens with other certain factors, especially with the dollar dropping rapidly, the DXY, we can most likely come and test and break out of the all-time high within 14 days. So if you guys liked today's video, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button as it helps us support and grow the channel. And if you guys want to join the free Discord, the links for that are below. If you want to support the channel and get my private trade alerts, make sure you sign up to the Patreon.